API key correct. I think I gave my fucking social security number correctly. This should be working more than likely, hopefully, maybe. My mind's telling me no, but my body. Let me see videos. Fuck. I have no idea if this is working properly. Lord.
What is going on?
No. I don't want to hear that double. Let me see. So, fuck. Is it working or is it working? Where is this going? This has been live for 30 seconds and it's been going where? It's been going to the right channel. Oh shit, hold up. Wait a second. Wait a moment. Oh shit, here we go, baby. Oh shit, it's working. Oh fuck yeah. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Mute that. Boom. Look at that, bro. God tier. Look at that, bro. I knew my fucking computer science degree came into fucking play here. So as you can see, this is the brand new. Where the fuck is a world tournament? Somewhere in here. So the new world tournament's here. I don't know which one this is. I'm pretty sure it's like 1 million, something like that. So I figured, you know, I've had a pretty good sleep schedule. I figured, why not just fuck it up? Why go to bed at a reasonable time like a normal human being when you can actually, you know, fuck it up? And I'm actually surprised there's people watching this right now, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was just gonna test this out and just play around for a little bit, just expecting that no one would be here, which is weird because, I don't know, it's weird seeing other human beings, because I have a couple of YouTube channels, and I've live streamed on 1 or 2 of them, and it's always been like an experience of basically just for like, you know, just to do it. So right now I have like 2 teams I could use. Krillin is on both of them. I think I'm gonna go with the LR Goku team just because of the fact that I'm a fucking pleb and I feel like it's not gonna even matter right now. So let's see, Fruit of the Tree of Might, some STR shit over here. Or actually, maybe I should take something else because I don't really need that. Yeah, I'll take it anyway. Launch because she's a thought, and really don't need a Ghost Usher, but you know, fuck it, why not? So we got the LR Goku lead, and then the 3 AOE, and then there you go. So I don't see how this could go wrong. I don't see how this could, you know, go south. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't know how local ranking works for this game. Obviously, you know, it's not global, it's local. But for me, what I noticed, I don't know if it's still like this, to be completely honest, I have not paid attention to this. But whenever I start off the round, I try to use like a fat-ass team, like a team with a shit ton of fucking, cost. Just because I noticed that the higher your cost is, the more likely it is for you to run into another team with a high cost. And then I noticed that, like, whatever team you start off like say if you start off with a team with, like, a million zillion fucking cost, it usually ends up being that you go in with, like, a shittier team or a team that isn't as high of a cost, and then it seems like you still fight, like, people like 4 LR units or, like, people that have, like, fat-ass teams. I don't know if they changed that at all. I feel like they may have not, but, I don't know. For me personally, it's a preference to use this team, although, to be honest, I know, like, anytime I have, like, posted a screenshot or have shared, like, this team with the LR Goku as lead on the subreddit, niggas flame the shit out of me. They'd be like, dude, why would you use LR shitty Goku? Like, dog shit Goku. And I'm like, listen, bro, go fuck yourself. Don't disrespect me. This guy's a god. So let's see. This is going to be, like, pretty much the first time using Krillin in any capacity that was not just fucking around. So let's see. So... Alright, let's get that right there. We got that 7. And this guy heals himself for 7k. So, look at that, bro. You don't need a senzu bean. So let's see if LR Krillin can kill everyone. Probably. I mean, this is the fucking level 1. Damn, that's a big-ass head. God damn, bro. This motherfucker looks like one of those Kenyan kids you see in the commercials. Like, you got a big-ass fucking head. Alright, okay. Alright, this is... I wonder how this ranks in terms of time complexity, because I know, like, the first time Majin Vegeta came out, the tech one, I loved him so much just because of the fact that it was super fast. Seeing him pop up, like he had faster animations than say LR Broly. So I wonder. Let me see. I guess we'll just let Cell take the cake here. So I wonder how annoying it's going to be seeing Krillin's bald ass head do that over and over again. But yeah, the World Tournament, it's still here. It still exists. I'm surprised that after all this time there hasn't really been any changes made to the system that it is. I know the redesign for the World Tournament came like, what, 2 years after the game was out? So I'm surprised that they haven't done this on like almost on an every other year basis. Which is a little bit disheartening, but at the same time, if I worked at that company, I'd probably be a lazy piece of shit too. So I really can't blame them for that. But even so, I don't know why they don't bother. Like, I really feel like Bandai Namco should really like dedicate more people and more teams to this game. But then again, I play the game, so maybe I'm just fucking slurping and overhyping it. But I feel like this game has a lot of like dead ends and a lot of dead modes and a lot of shit that could be better and a lot of shit that could be like updated on a semi-regular basis, but it just ends up getting like pushed to the wayside, which, you know, I guess makes sense in terms of, I don't know what their team capacity is. I feel like I never really looked into the Akatsuki team. I have a feeling that they are like maybe a 14-man team. I feel like they're a small team. Of course, I'm basing this off of zero facts and all feelings, so I'm sure I'm right. But I find it hard to believe that they're a team of like bigger than 20, because at least the dev team, I don't know if they have like a marketing team, you know what I mean, like all the different employees associated with it. But I think for development, I don't know who, like in terms of what they update and what they add, I don't really think they have to do much. Like I mean I feel like they don't really have to do much because in terms of the game, like adding new characters, that should just be like kind of copy paste. Like every time you add a new character, like what are you doing? You're really just updating the character's components and then you're just putting it into the game. You don't really have to do anything crazy. So when it comes to the game, I wonder what the most annoying thing is and the most time consuming thing is. I'd imagine most of the fucking time and effort went into the animations and shit, because like, dude, those Dokkan animations, they actually paid like graphic designers and artists to come in and like get that shit updated and get that shit like up and ready. So I imagine that's the one that probably takes the most amount of time. Even so, I mean, I'm talking hella shit. I never, ever did Android development or iOS development. I mean, I technically did, but I use PhoneGap. And if you don't know what PhoneGap is like, dude, fuck, I just remember what PhoneGap is. Oh my god. PhoneGap is like, it's kind of like Squarespace or like almost like WordPress, but instead of for websites, it's for Android or iOS applications. The idea of PhoneGap is that you can write your application in native JavaScript and HTML, and you know, you have a website, you test it locally as a website, and then you go to your application in Android or iOS. The idea is that it can deploy to either one, and it'll just be there. So like, you develop in HTML, you develop in JavaScript, but it goes to Android, it goes to iOS. Now, it didn't really work that way, and the reason why I say it didn't really work that way is that there were certain things that worked on Android that didn't work on iOS. There were certain things that worked on iOS that didn't work on Android. And in terms of the operating specific shit, like, you couldn't really do, like for example, what that application was a very basic, like, you sign in, you make a user account, you fucking put all your account credentials in, and then there was like a very basic, at that time we were using Firebase. I don't know if Firebase even exists, dude. Google like fucking destroys everything they make, so I don't even know if Firebase is still around, but we were using that in the beginning. And it was just very basic, so like, I wonder for a game like this is like very intensive, like a game like this on mobile, this has got to be like, I don't know what their structure would look like. I'm not gonna lie, I actually tried to look and see if Bandai Namco had some fucking job openings. But they didn't really, I mean, I'll look again. The last time I looked was a couple months ago, but I didn't really see anything that was, I did not really see anything. Well, you know what? Let my boy Krillin shine, bro. This nigga Broly trying to take all the fucking limelight and shit the fuck out of here. But yeah, the last time I looked at jobs for Bandai Namco, I saw a couple like front end jobs, a couple of like general. I think they were using C Sharp. I want to say. I don't remember honestly. But dude, if I could work on Dokkan, that'd be great. I mean, it'd be nice if they had a back end system or some type of a platform. I like platform shit mostly. Just because that's usually the more interesting component. I mean, I have worked, that is what I've worked on. But even like personally, whenever I do certain things, I usually like platform specific stuff. Like recently, now that I have off of work for a couple of days, was updating a Chrome extension that I have. And that shit was fucking draining the shit out of me. It was draining my energy. And I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do front end development. And what I mean by that is, like, usually when you're making software, the idea is to have tests, the idea is to update your bullshit, the idea is to, like, actually have pretty strict definitions. That way when you're, like, deploying your software, it doesn't get fucked up. But, like, the way I'm doing it is, like, it's a Chrome extension that's running in a web browser that's running off a website, and I have no idea, like, what tests to do. I guess I should probably add, like, some basic unit tests. Because right now I have no tests. I'm just using console.log, which is like dog shit. I know a lot of people use Jest. That's Facebook's open source testing item. At least I think it's open source. Pretty sure it is. But I think I was going to use Jasmine just for like unit testing. But it's really fucking annoying, dude. Because there's like... And the thing that gets me tight is, like, you look on YouTube, and it'll just be a bunch of people making 30-minute videos, but never explaining what the fuck it is. Which is, like, it's so retarded, dude. That shit drains me so much. Alright, let's see. Mr. Broly. God damn, bro. This guy's fucking nuking the whole map. What? Get the fuck out of here. What a drainer. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Let's do that. And then I guess I'll keep my boy Dickhead on the squad. And then we'll put Cell. And then we'll do that. Let me see. Someone said, what's your race? Me personally, I feel like a Talladega 500. That's the type of race I'm feeling. Personally. That's what I'm about. Personally. What's funny is that the other day, I was coming to my house, I was bringing, like, groceries and shit, and where I live, it's, like, a bunch of Latino people live on one side of the street, and then the other side of the street is a bunch of Dominican people, as if Latino, Dominican are two different things, but I have no idea what the fuck these guys are saying to me half the time, and I was bringing water in, and they were, like, talking to me, but I didn't know they were talking at me. I thought they were just talking, and they're like, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, and then I, like, looked at them. And he's like, hey, man, da-da-da, agua, da-da-da. And then I'm like, and then I listened to him again, and I basically heard him say he wanted some water. So I was like, all right, bro. Like, I gave him a bottle of water, and I gave the lady who was with the bottle of water. And then, like, he was talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's saying. And then he's like, where are you from? Where are you from? And I was like, because I'm walking to my house. So I'm like, yo, I'm fucking walking to my house. This is where I'm from. And he's like, no. Where are you from? Where are you from? And I was like, oh, you know, my mom is, like, from America. Like, my mom, technically, she's, like, the whitest person in my family. Like, from my lineage of family. And then my dad is, like, I don't know, dude. My dad, like, that motherfucker, like, depending on what you ask him, he's a different motherfucker every day. So, like, he technically... I don't even know what country this motherfucker's from, technically. Because, like, basically, him and his people were, like, in a village... like either in Eastern Europe or like by the Middle East, and like during the not even the Cold War, was it the Cold War? I don't know when it was. It was before. It might have been. Here's the thing. It was either before World War One or was after World War One. One or the other. Probably after World War One. But like him and a bunch of other motherfuckers were like in some country somewhere. And then Russia's like, you know what? I'm sick of these dirty fucking foreigners. I'm sick of these dirty shits that aren't Russian, that don't speak our language, praying to God? Nigga, you praying to Jesus? You praying to Allah? You praying to fucking anyone? No. In Russia, we call it ethnic cleansing. So him and his family basically they moved to like a Middle Eastern country. Well, is it a Middle Eastern country? I don't want to give too much information. So like really, here's the thing. This is all you really need to know. In my life, I have been called a sand nigger multiple times. So I guess you could try to connect the dots from there. But yeah, I have no idea, dude. You know what my race is when it comes to like filling out job applications? Every single time I just put, it says 2 or more. And then, which I feel like when you do that, they're just going to think you're white. So like if you put 2 or more, they're like, yeah, this motherfucker white. But I just put 2 or more, and then if they ask you, are you Latino or Hispanic, and you say no, and then that basically puts you in a go fuck yourself job pile, I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea how jobs, like, determine their criteria for hiring you. Because, like, recently, I don't know if this is, like, some woke shit or something, but a lot of jobs have been asking you, like, sexual preferential questions, which I have no idea why a fucking job would ever ask you that. Because, like, dude, and the thing that got me tight is like the way they word the questions. Like there was some application, I think it was for Blend, and they're like, are you gay, lesbian, transsexual, whatever the fuck, transgender, or yes, no, but I'm an ally, or I would not like to answer. So like now if I say no, I feel like I'm an asshole because I'm like, oh, I'm not an ally. But then if I say I'm not willing to answer, then it's like the same thing where it's like I'm like, fuck gay people? Like, what the fuck is that about, dude? That's fucking retarded. This nigga said you're a racist. Name every NASCAR driver. Nigga, I know the one NASCAR driver that matters. Bubba, whatever the fuck his last name. I don't remember his last name. I want to say Bubba Gump, but I don't remember his fucking name. Oh, man. Yo, look at this. Yeah, I got a Google Home Mini. I got this shit for free from, like, because I have YouTube Premium because I was dumb enough to buy that a couple years ago. So let me see. Okay, Google. What is the name of the one black NASCAR driver? I'm pretty sure there's only one black guy, dude. What's his name?
Bubba Wallace.
Bubba
on the
Wallace.
Website nytimes.com.
Alright, shut up. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Fuck, dude. I didn't ask for a goddamn Wikipedia article. Oh, look at this thing. I already answered. I didn't even need to look at fucking Google. But, yeah. I saw that shit.
How can I help?
No, shut the fuck up. Shh. Quiet. Listen, this Google Home Mini was free. Well, it was $1. But I'm paying with it for all my information. Right now, Google's listening to me. They're probably going to fucking send the fucking SEAL Team 6 in here one of these days. Let me see. Should I just put Broly? Like, what should I do here? I guess I'll just put Cell, man. Let me see. Maybe I'll actually... I'm kind of wasting fruit of the tree in my hair, but... Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck you. Alright, let's do that. And then let's do that. Dude, the craziest thing about the fucking Bubba Wallace shit is that was the first time I heard about NASCAR, and that was the first time I gave a fuck about NASCAR. And probably going to be the last time I give a fuck about NASCAR. But I was really surprised that they actually banned the Confederate flag, because I wasn't expecting them to do that, because that's like... Nigga, NASCAR and the Confederate flag go together like two peas in a pod. Like, how do you get rid of that shit? I'm surprised they banned it. And then what was hilarious is that I think one of their preliminary races or their first races, they actually had, like, because they banned the Confederate flag, some dude either paid an airplane company or a drone company to fly the Confederate flag over NASCAR and then be like, and then I think they said defund NASCAR or something like that. Which was fucking hilarious. Like, the fact that the nigga not only had the time, money, and resources to do that, but he actually did it and was like, yeah. And then he probably, like, low-key, like, who the fuck is going to notice that in the sky? Like, who's going to go, oh my god, it's a bird, it's a plane, what the fuck is that? And then pull out a camera and take, because there was pictures of it online. So you know this dude did that and then pretended like some journalist, quote-unquote, and I only saw one picture, which means this motherfucker took with his phone, sent it to CNN and be like, hey, I have some fucking risque information. And he basically probably set that whole thing up, which was hilarious. It was a bit childish, but still pretty funny seeing that some guy like was so salty that they got rid of the Confederate flag. He's ready to fucking fly his own in the sky. Let me see. I'll do that. I don't think I'm at the point yet where I need to use a Ghost Usher, but then again, I always think of that, and then I get super attacked and die. So, you know, I'm sure I'm just waiting to get fucked in the ass here. But I remember what was weird about the whole Bubba Wallace story is that basically, so like the story that happened, like I don't know if you're aware, this is kind of big news, where he basically, someone told him that there was like a lynch in his room, like or not a lynch, a noose in his room, and I guess it was like a pull rope or some shit, but it looked like a noose. And he basically got secondhand information where like, yo, dude, there's a noose in your room, like your garage area. There's some racist shit going on. And Bubba was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm the only black... Like, you gotta understand, he the only black NASCAR driver. Like, he's like the fucking... What the fuck was the first... Dude, what was the name of the first black baseball player? Oh my god, dude. Come on, dude. He's literally the fucking... They had a whole movie. Okay, Google. What was the name of the first black baseball player?
Moses Fleetwood Walker.
No.
On
That
the website
nigga, that is not Moses Fleetwood Walker. Shut the fuck. Jackie Robinson. There we go. See that, Google? You dumb as shit. Yeah, Jackie Robinson. Like, that's a big deal. The fact that he's the only black guy at that time was a bigger deal because he was breaking down like race barriers and he was literally like. He had to go through, like, all that racist bullshit. That's even what's crazy is, like, during Boston, I think it was maybe the 60s, like, whatever era Larry Bird was, I remember, dude, one of the most fucked up things was that there was a Boston player, he was black, he, like, won them a championship, he was, like, putting in OD work, like, he was literally giving the team legitimacy, like, up until that point, they were just taking L's. And what ended up happening... Oh, shit. Damn, this bitch actually got links with this boy. What ended up happening is that he got, like, harassed all the time in Boston. They treated him like shit. They were racist as fuck. And it's like, dude, he's a celebrity. Like, not only is he a celebrity, but he's winning you championships. So, like, it's like that mentality of, like... like, even... I think, what was it? Skip Bayless and Sharon... is his name Sharon? I don't remember his name, dude. I'm a fake sports fan. I'm not a real sports fan. I think his name is... I don't remember, dude. I high-key got memory issues because I don't remember his name. Shannon Sharp. Okay, now I remember Shannon Sharp. And he basically was talking about how, like, you have certain people you don't like, you have people you don't really fuck with, but, like, you win that championship, you get them fucking numbers up, you start feeling good, you start feeling like you could take on the world, that's when you become a team. But, dude, Boston still is very racist. Like, Boston is one of those low-key racist areas because... Like, people know about Alabama, people know about Mississippi, people know about the Deep South. They know if you go down there and you're black or you got brown skin or you ain't white, that you're going to have problems. But Boston is, like, elusively racist because, like, a lot of their policies up until, well, I don't want to say policies because a lot of them weren't really enforced, but, like, it seems like from what I've heard, here's the thing, I've never been to Boston. I don't really know if, like, the rumors are true, but every person that has been to Boston, like, in terms of celebrities that I've heard them talk about it, like Bill Burr, Louis C.K., different people, whenever they get on the topic of Boston, they always talk about how racist that place is and how, like, everyone, like, fucking hates black people in Boston. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what the population of black people are in Boston. I have no fucking idea whatsoever. But, I know from the past, like, when the Boston bombing happened, I have a couple of friends who were, like, they're, like, Arabic, and their sister went to school there, and she wears, like, a headscarf, like, she wears a hijab. So, like, she wears, like, you could tell she's a Muslim, like, you could tell, like, she's Arabic and shit. Dude, after that Boston bombing, dude, she got harassed like crazy. Like, she didn't get, like, roughed up or anything, but people were, like, telling her, like, yo, like, you fuck with that? Like, they're asking, like, you fuck with that? You fuck with those terrorist motherfuckers? And she's like, no, I don't fuck with them. And then what was hilarious is that my friend was, like, super homophobic. Not super homophobic, but he didn't really fuck with gay people. And then she said that the only people that would, like, speak up for her and would, like, fuck with her and, like, would, like, defend her were a bunch of gay students. So then after that, this motherfucker became super pro-LGBT. Like, this nigga would rock you if you ever fucked with gay people. He'd be like, bro, I might not agree with them 100%, but they were the only ones who stood up for my family. They're the only ones. And I'm like, dude, all right, fucking suck a dick, get over it. Shut up, stupid. But yeah, Boston has a reputation of not being super nice. So the reason why I brought that up is because Bubba Wallace being the first and only fucking black person in fucking NASCAR, I can only imagine what that's like. Even today, like, you know, obviously people aren't fucking going past his garage and, you know, burning crosses and shit, but I I'd imagine it's weird. Like, dude, anytime I go to a place that does not have any black people, it feels fucking weird. Like there's been certain like restaurants I've gone to, certain areas I've gone to. Shit, nigga. The first time I went to my job and I saw like no black people, I was like, all right, something going on here. You feel like you're in fucking Get Out, where like you're about to see some crazy shit happen. So that's probably a drain for him. And then obviously what ended up happening is that it wasn't really a noose, and it ended up being that it was like an accident and it was like a misunderstanding. It was still good though. That's the thing that was funny is like a lot of conservative people made fun of him and they were like Bubba. They called him instead of Bubba Wallace, they said Bubba Smollier because Julius Smollier was lying about getting attacked by two white people with MAGA hats. It was really like some Nigerian dudes. And they were like flaming Bubba, and I'm like, nigga, like it was a misunderstanding. Like you could see how that could happen. Like you're the only black NASCAR driver, and then you're told that there's a noose in your room while there's like racial tensions going around in the country. Like shit, bro. If I was Bubba, I wouldn't even race if I was Bubba. Real talk. I sue NASCAR. That's the first thing I do. I would go get a lawyer. I would sue NASCAR. I would not race, but say I want to get paid. I would be a piece of shit. So really, I don't know why people are trying to flame my boy Bubba, who, again, I never watched NASCAR. I'm a fake fan, but now I love Bubba Wallace. He's the best. But for the most part, I think that it's definitely I mean, during that time too, that was like what, 3 weeks ago. That was like at the peak of the fucking racial tensions. That was like at the peak of kind of like the riots and people being unhappy, and in general everything that was going on. So I could imagine that, you know, some motherfucker was salty. They already had a motherfucking flag, Confederate flag, over the track. So what's to stop someone from going in there and, you know, throwing a noose in there or fucking doing some racist shit? I don't know how people feel in NASCAR. Like, I don't know anyone that watches NASCAR, to be completely honest. And I'll be honest, like, that's one thing as I started to work at my job. Like, I don't think I had a lot of quote-unquote Caucasian friends growing up. I think I had, like, one or two, maybe. One or two. Like, most of my friends were black or like, kids that were in my neighborhood that were, like, you know, Latino, or maybe, like, one Asian kid, maybe. But I didn't have a lot of Caucasians. Right? I had one or two when I was older. Like I have a couple now. But when I was like, 14, 15, there was like one or two kids we used to play football together. But I didn't really know them super well. So I don't really know like certain things in like white culture. So like one thing like that I learned is that white people fuck with racing heavy. Like I remember I was trying to flame, what the fuck is it called? Not NASCAR. The fucking, was it the IndyCar 500 or some shit? Like, I was trying to flame it and be like, how the fuck you make a sport out of driving? And then this motherfucker, like, he was ready. Like, you could already tell, like, he was ready. Like, if I said another thing, he was ready to scrap. He was like, listen, just so you know, buckaroo, like, just so you know, it's very hard to figure out how to shift properly. It's very hard to figure out when you're supposed to, what should I do here? Kind of tempted to change colors and then, can I get a 4 if I do that? Let's see, let's do that, and I can get a 4. It might not be necessary, but I'll do it anyway. But I was flaming racing to him, and he's like, listen, just so you know, that in order to fucking, make a left turn, everything's manual. You gotta fucking shift the gear. You gotta fucking pull back the fucking clock. And you gotta fucking, fucking slow down the speed. And you have to, there's no electrical steering. It's all manual steering. So you have to be fit. You gotta be strong. You gotta do push-ups. You gotta be in peak physical fucking shape. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's telling me all this shit where, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, oh shit, like, is this a real sport? Like, now I'm starting to question myself. That's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's certain like the internet in general is very white. There's a lot of white. Like, I feel like there's more white people on the internet than there are like black people in general. Like, there's obviously black people on the internet in certain spaces you go to. Like, World Star, for example, probably has more of a black audience than a white audience. At least I'm making that up in my head. But like Reddit, for example, Reddit is like, I feel Caucasian energy coming from that website. And I recently made a post on, I think it was like R Snacks or something like that. It was something for like snack foods. Because I was watching a Cody Ko video, and he makes pretty good videos. I like him. But I saw like the most white fucking opinion I ever saw in my life. Like, maybe it's not white, because after this, like, I was questioning my own fucking, like, sanity. Because, like, I felt like I was the one who was crazy. But he was doing a snack tier list, and he was like, yeah, listen, you know, he was going through, like, a bunch of snacks, like 30, 40 different snacks, and he's like, you know what, he was eating Funyuns. He's like, you know what, Funyuns, and if you don't know what Funyuns are, they're kind of like onion rings. Like, they're similar to onion rings. They're a little bit different. They're a little bit more like corn pasting, kind of. But they're pretty similar to onion rings. And he was, like, going through, and he was, like, eating the shit, and he's like, you know what, I don't really like Funyuns. If I had to give it a scale of A, B, C, D, I'd probably give it like a C. Like, whatever. They're like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. And then, like, I was like, alright, I don't really understand that, because I fuck with Funyuns heavy. Like, Funyuns is like, that's a god tier fucking snack. So I was like, yo, Funyuns low-key god tier. I don't know how he's disrespecting Funyuns like that. And then he kept going in the video, and he kept talking about other snacks. And then I don't know why they brought up the snack, because I don't even think of it as a snack, but they brought up saltine fucking crackers. Like those old school square crackers, like where it's like a fucking tasteless fucking cracker wafer, and then it has salt on it, and then that's it. Like, that's all you're fucking getting from that cracker. And then he ate that shit, and he's like, and he was loving it. Like, he was in love with that cracker. He's like, yo, this is a good fucking cracker. I'm loving this fucking cracker, right? And I'm like, how the fuck are you in love with how are you in love with a cracker, bro? Like, it's a fucking cracker. And then that motherfucker rated that cracker a B. A, B, B. Like, that's the second favorite thing he likes above Funyuns. I'm like, how you take saltine crackers and you put that shit above Funyuns? Like, that shit made no sense whatsoever. That shit got me tight, low-key. That shit had me salty, because I was like, how the fuck? Like, how you really gonna say that saltine crackers are ass, but then fucking Funyuns, or saltine crackers are god tier, and then Funyuns are ass? Like, that, you gotta be out of your fucking mind, bro. But then I posted on the subreddit, and all these niggas were telling me I'm crazy. Like, they're like, nah, I love saltines, they're great. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, how do you, like, you really fuck with saltine crackers? I'm like, yeah, I fucking love it. It's great. It's fucking, why wouldn't I? And I'm like, dude, how the fuck do these people love saltine crackers? Let me see. That key situation looking shitty right now, boy. Let's see. I guess I could do this. Let's do that. And then we can get that with Krillin. That looks good. And then I think Krillin plus that guy probably is enough to fuck him up. Let me see if I can find that post, because I made it somewhat recently. Let me see. That shit low-key got me tight. Let me see. I'll put this in the other tab over here. Fuck. Alright. So let me see if that actually looks proper with OBS. Kinda. I mean, kinda, sort of. Kinda looks retarded. Alright, so let's see. Maybe I should just make this full screen low-key. Let me see. Alright, no, maybe not. Let me expand it that way. Go back up. Alright, that looks good. That's the best we're gonna get with this resolution.
Alright,
so
Funyuns, a classic stoner snack right here, folks.
And guess what? These two are eating edibles tonight.
Yeah, we might eat weed tonight, so that'll be the final snack. That sounds like it's gonna kill us.
It just might.
Grab one for
just
yourself.
The stench.
Onion flavored rings.
By the way, wait a second. How does this nigga go through his whole life and he never ate Funyuns? Like, Funyuns are like onion rings. Like I'm not saying I eat Funyuns every fucking day, but like, how do you go through life never eating fucking Funyuns? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's, I think he's from Canada, which already, let's be honest, like, American white people are a different breed than Canadian white people. Canadian white people, they're one step removed from Europe, so already their taste buds are fucked up. But I don't know how this nigga went through his whole life never even attempting to taste Funyuns.
Oh man, that was a roller coaster. I've never had these before.
They're good.
It's like not good, and then it's really good, and then it's like, oh, what the fuck is this aftertaste? I
They're-
like them. They're not like
they're- no,
amazing.
They're good, but like the next time I go to get a snack, I'm not gonna be like, where are the Funyuns?
Sorry, I know there's a lot of stoners getting mad at us right now, but
A few
Like,
moments
this
later.
nigga, so he puts Funyuns as a C, right? So he's like, yeah, Funyuns, not really feeling it. This shit gonna get a C. And then look at this shit, bro. Like, am I fucking crazy?
No. Overall, I'd say B.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Premium saltines, the premium snack for when you're sick.
I absolutely love these. Now,
One for you, milady.
put the salt side down on your tongue.
Okay. Oh, it's so dry. It's just like
I love these.
they're pretty fucking good.
They're so good.
Yeah, it's just salty. I like the salt.
I love them.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Let's stop eating.
B.
B.
Bro.
I do like.
How
these.
the
I eat
fuck do you?
out of these,
Yeah,
actually.
same.
They sneak up on you.
I love them.
They're like a low-key snack.
Nigga, they're crackers. Like, what the fuck? How you dying over salty? So I made this post, right, thinking that I'd come here. Like, I never been to Orange Snacks before, but I'm like, yo, I'll come here. We could all talk shit about how retarded this guy is. Like, how you gonna like Funyuns? And he's like, honestly. And then everyone's like, Funyuns are disgusting. Fucking every single universe. Because I said, in what universe is Funyuns fucking worse than saltines? They're like every single one. They're like this one, like these niggas really fucking with saltine crackers, and I'm like, bro, like they ain't like I gotta understand maybe Ritz crackers, like you could have an opinion about Ritz crackers, but nigga saltine fucking crackers, bro, like how you vibing with saltines, bro? Like how you eating Funyuns, right? Like you eat that, right? Like first of all, Funyuns aren't like I'm not trying to say like Funyuns are the best snack ever, like I'm not trying to say that. But they're way fucking better than saltine crackers, bro. Saltine crackers are like, dude, that's like the shit when you go to church. You know how you do communion? They put the fucking wafer on your tongue. You don't taste shit. It's a fucking cracker. You cannot taste anything. Like, unless you take a sip of wine or what grape juice now. They don't give you wine. You used to be able to get sauce in church. But unless you take a sip of fucking wine, like, it's nothing. Like, you don't taste anything. So these niggas are just, so they like salt. That's the major component of the ingredients that is on that cracker. It's tasteless cardboard and then salt crystals, and then they tasted that and they go, oh shit, yeah, that's fucking good. That's God tier. I'm vibing with that shit. I'm fucking with that shit heavy. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck you in love with saltine crackers? Like, honestly, for me, if they gave saltine crackers a C, like if they said like, oh, you know what, we feel like saltine crackers the same level as Funyuns because we just don't like them either, I'll be like, alright, I don't agree with that, but I respect that. But the fact that these niggas really went all like above and beyond to be like, yeah, saltine crackers are God tier, I found that to be crazy. And that's the thing, like some of my friends have said to me, I'm actually using Ghost Social. I don't need to, low-key, but I don't feel like dying today. But some of my friends have said to me, like, sometimes I'll talk about shit. Like, if I don't see them in a while, I'll like talk about certain topics or things that I saw at work, and they'd be like, yeah. And they just look at me and they go, yo, you've been hanging around white people too much. Like, I'll talk about certain topics, or like, for example, politics. We don't really talk about politics too much, but dude, when you, the thing is, like, here's the thing. It's not really, like, at my job, it's not really, like, quote-unquote white people. There's a lot of fucking white people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking overwhelmingly white. But it's more of, like, an office environment. Like, what do you talk about at the office? There's nothing to talk about. It's like, oh, was the weather nice? Fucking Donald Trump is, oh, my God, you saw what Donald Trump did. Or you talk about, like, the stock market or something. So, like, anytime I would bring up some political shit or I bring up something like that, they'd be like, yo, we ain't never talked about that before. You take that back to your white coworkers. I'm like, yo, listen, this is interesting. Just give it a chance, you piece of shit. And they're like, nah, fuck that. We only talk about ignorant shit. Let's see, let's get that. But, I mean, I definitely do like that. I mean, like, for me, like, I feel like my group of friends are, like, very, like, retarded, but in a good way. Because, like, for example, like, one of my favorite things was, like, I found out about the Soulja Boy. This was years ago. But I found out about the Soulja Boy and Chris Brown beef. Like, it wasn't really a beef, but it was some ignorant shit. And, like, before I could even share it with my friend, he texted me some shit, and he's like, yeah, you saw this? I was like, yeah, I saw that. That shit's got to. And he's like, yo, honestly, I'm on Soulja Boy's side. I'm like, yo, all right. So it was, like, good genjutsu. The fact that he actually knew about it was, like, pretty good and like, Izanami. But, like, the thing is, like, my coworkers, they don't know who Soulja Boy is. They don't know who Drake is. I remember one time my coworker looked at me dead in the face and he's like, you know Drake's real name? Like I'm not talking to this motherfucker. I'm not even like, I'm working, not talking to him, but he looks at me. So I look at him and he goes, you know Drake's real name? And I was like, Aubrey Graham? And he goes, yeah, it is. How'd you know that? I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? I'm like, dude, it's fucking Drake. Like, how do you not know Aubrey, Mr. Aubrey? I was like, dude, that's fucking so long, dude. That is so fucking silly. Let's see. Let me see. This thing said number one was probably cheese. White people do like cheese. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know, like, I remember a while ago, some kid was trying to convince me. It was like at college. He was trying to convince me to go to some wine tasting with cheese. Like, he's like, yeah, man, it's, you know, it's free the first time you go. You look at art, da da da. And for me, I'm like, yo, I don't drink alcohol. I don't fuck with that. I don't really want to go. But then, like, who fucks with cheese like that? Like, who's like that? Like, that's the thing. Okay, do I like cheese? I do, but I'm not like on that level where I'm like I've never eaten cheese and then said, oh, that's a sharp cheddar. I'm not into cheese like that. Like, if it's on pizza, yeah, I like cheese. If it's mozzarella with like some tomatoes, yeah, it's pretty good. But then that's it. Like, I don't even like cheese, to be completely honest with you. Like, when I was younger, I was lactose intolerant, so like maybe that has something to do with it. But I don't know how motherfuckers be eating cheese like at wine tastings and shit. They're like, oh man, this is some good fucking cheese, man. Let's see, let's go with that. I guess I should keep Krillin here. Nah, shit, fuck that. Let's do, well. So you're telling me, okay, now we got another AoE. That's crazy, dude. You could come here with 3 fucking AoEs and somehow wind up without an AoE. Fuck it, I might as well just split up Krillin. Because it's too much AoE on the same turn. But, hey, man, you know what? I'm talking hella shit. I'm talking hella shit about white people. I'm talking hella shit about Caucasians. That's what I'm trying to be right now. Like, right now, I'm in the process of trying to buy a house. And, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to get my skin whitened. I think I need to fucking, like, try to Caucasianify myself a little bit more, because some way, somehow, white people see me and they can detect that I am not one of them, and it's fucking up the vibes. Because there was one property I was looking at. I went with my family, so I checked out the place, and then like I had my family go with me, and then like they were like, yeah, you know, I kind of like the property. It was like a okay neighborhood, but they're like, dude, the white neighbors were like eye fucking us. Like, they were just like, they wouldn't stop looking at you. Like, because I was the one who was outside the most, and like that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's racism or like ethnocentrism or whatever the fuck it is, but in general, like when you go to white neighborhoods, like that's the neighborhood watch. Like, white people are alert. White people have the binoculars. They're paying attention. If you're trying to park illegally, they will get on your ass. So in general, like I don't know. I feel like they're pretty nosy. So I mean, me personally, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna buy the house, if I can afford it, I could give a fuck. White people, black people, whatever fucking people. Even if they don't like me, that's fine. Just don't rob my fucking house. Don't burn it down. Don't put a fucking burning cross on the front yard. And we'll be okay. We'll have no problems. But if you do that, you could do it. But best believe I'm gonna get a lawyer and be like, yo, bag secured. You know me. You already know I'm out here fucking going against these motherfuckers in lawsuits. I guess let's do that. And then should I go for an Ultra Super attack? I don't think ooh. I think I'm going to go for an Ultra Super, because I don't think LR Goku could... I don't know. I wasn't paying attention what difficulty this is. But LR Goku is not exactly the strongest unit. So I don't even know if he could, like, one-shot... this should be enough to kill Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this kills this motherfucker. Yeah, okay. I'm happy that I fucking did that now. But yeah, it's a process. I mean, for me, I can't even afford half these houses, but you can technically make an offer on any house. Well, I can afford them. Well, no, I can't afford them. Well, the thing is, like, some people I talk to, they ask me, right? Because there's certain properties that are like, they want to like quickly sell it. Like if you can buy it quick, they'll sell it quick. And they're like, is there any way you could liquidate and buy it in cash? And, like, these houses are, like, $300,000 fucking dollars. I'm like, hell fucking no. Like, what are you, shot, nigga? Like, I'm getting a bank loan for this shit. Like, and they're like, well, 300,000. Or, like, I was looking at 280, 290, 300,000 houses. And they're like, you know, for this price range, sometimes people will pay cash, da-da-da. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, I want to look at the realtor and go, nigga, I am 25. Like, I ain't Richie Rich. Like, why the fuck you even asking me that question? I guess they kind of have to ask you a question. And, like, honestly, like, you know, I'd be upset if they didn't ask the question. But like upset in the sense that like they just assumed like I was broke, even though I am, and then said, let's not even bring this up as an option. But it's one of those things where it's like, dude, there was like some guy, for example, the houses I was looking at, they were like 300,000-ish, like 299-ish. And one of the houses, the first ones I looked at, and this is when I realized I need to fucking lower my price range, because I was thinking to myself, like, oh, the absolute most money I'll pay is like maybe 320-ish, maybe 330, maybe, possibly, if I'm like really gonna kill myself. And I went and looked at a house, it was like 320, and then when I told the realtor, I was like, yeah, I'd probably, maybe ask for less, because I didn't really like the property that much. I was like, maybe I'd ask for less of like 320, or maybe just the list price of 330, or whatever the fuck it was. And then the realtor's like, yo, he's like that low-key got him tight. He's like, yo, this is a seller's market. What they ask for is not what it's selling for. You need to put in at least $10,000 to $15,000 more if you want to have a chance of buying it, because basically right now there's two things that's fucking buying houses. One thing is that the interest rates are at an all-time low, right? So like right now interest rates federally are technically like 0%. Like they're close to, they're like 0.06 or some shit. They're super low. And on a local, like, kind of American to American basis, like bank loans in general, the average rate is like 2.94%, 3%, which is really good. That is really, really good, that percentage of interest rate. So you have people now who see this interest rate super low, and because Corona fucked up March, April, May, and now everyone June and July are going out to buy houses. So now you have this backfill of people who already, like, for months have been, like, building up the queue of wanting to buy a property. And then they also have lower interest rates, so you have a lot of people coming in, bidding for houses. And honestly, me personally, like, like, I need a house. I would like to have a house. But, like, I could still stay where I am, pay rent. It wouldn't kill me. But I don't think I'm going to pay, like these motherfuckers were suggesting, like, yeah, if you want to pay, like, an extra 20 grand, some people pay an extra 30 grand. I'm like, bro. And they're like, it ends up being worth it because in 30 years, because the interest rates and it's like they want to tell you their whole fucking storybook full of stories. And it's like, dude, like, oh shit, I fucked up. I fucking mega fucked up, dude. Like, I'm not thinking right now. Fuck it, let's do that. I guess I'll use a Ghost Usher because my brain went full retard just now. Although I don't think I've ever used Krillin's Ultra Super Attack so far, so this is something to behold. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck, come on, bro. Are you for real? On the off chance for some reason Perfect Cell can't finish these motherfuckers off, I'll just do that. Because honestly, for me, it's not even about like optimization or whatever. It's just pure laziness. I would rather use a key item than fucking wait. Hey, my man. Hey, how are you? I'm very good, sir. Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy does I'm retarded. This guy does an additional super attack. I'm great. It's Friday, technically, right? Today's Friday, I think. Yep, Friday the 3rd. So, it's great. It's fucking 4th of July weekend. I think I might actually just see if my friends want to hang out this weekend, because I have not seen them since May, I think. So it's been like 2 months since I've seen anyone. And it's just getting really, 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 really boring. I mean, we play games together. We talk to each other. But, dude, this fucking quarantine is fucking hardcore, dude. Like, this is really, like... I was loving it. I'm low-key, I'm a super, like... I would never want to say I'm a quote-unquote introvert. But I really do love being by myself. Like, like... I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily I love being by myself. But it's like I have a lot of hobbies of my own. Like I like to make shitty YouTube videos on multiple shitty YouTube channels. I like to make my own extensions. I like to study. Like I think, what is this fucking... I think I have like... Is it in this tab? Yeah, fucking shitty fucking leak code. Bro, this is the one thing like you never want to see in your fucking life, but you're going to have to see if you want to work in computer science, is fucking leak code. Dude, that shit is pure cancer. So there's like a lot of things that I do that occupy my time. So I do like being home alone. But at the same time, I do like going out once or twice a week. But, it's a conflicting thing. Because like I do like in a perfect world, if I could have 7 days, and out of those 7 days, I had 4 or 5, and the other 2 or 3 was just spent with friends, that'd be perfect. But for me, personally, the past, like, what, 2 months has been really boring, really, really annoying, super fucking demotivating to a degree because, you know, there was, like, certain things that you wanted to do, especially during the summer, bro. Like, there's always shit you want to do, but the summer's, like, when you, like, lie to yourself and you're like, yeah, this is when we're gonna fucking go on a road trip, or, oh, this is when we're gonna get shit done. So, like, in general, dude, 2020 in general is a fucking L year, like, fucking mega depression. That's why, low-key, when I saw that recent news, I don't really watch Wreckful that much, but I think he ended up committing suicide. He either fell out the fucking window or committed suicide, one or the other. And I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I could see how, like, you live alone, or even if you live with someone else, you just get bored, and you're just, like, staring at the wall, and you're like, no good games to play, and you're like, fuck, you just jump out the window, you're like, I gotta go, gotta blast into the sun. Dun, 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 dun. I was reading Diminished Dom. I was reading your question, and halfway through I was getting ready to answer it, but then I finished the thing, because you were saying, how do you feel about the current rates rigging, right? Current rates rigging, and in my mind, I thought you were going to talk about how Donald Trump rigged the interest rates to be like 0%, and like how that's like some bullshit. But then I finished it, and it says, debate in Dokkan right now, choose desperate struggle. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. I don't think there's quote-unquote rigged rates. I think the most that could be there is, I don't know if you ever saw this video. This was years ago. Fuck, I don't remember he was like a super popular Hearthstone streamer, and he spent a shit ton of whatever their currency is to try to get a character, and he spent so much, right? He spent so much that he was like, dude, this is not following normal distribution. Like, so what normal distribution is that, it's like the bell curve. Like, if you ever see, let me just fucking Google this shit. Let me see. Bell curve. What the fuck happened? Bell curve. So, like, for normal distribution, it's just literally a bell curve. Like, it's that basic of, you have your quartiles on the left, you have your quartiles on the right, and eventually, if you do shit enough, you will get that, you know, even if something's very rare, you will get that. And that's the thing about probability in general, like, unless, like, Dokkan were to share that information and say, hey, listen, we use this APK, we use this API, we use this library, it is following normal distribution, because, like, you usually don't do this yourself. Like, I'd imagine, I've only ever done probability in my own time, for, like, league code. I did, like, 1 or 2 league code questions that had probability related to it, and it was, like, so, you know, it was so basic, I have a hard time believing they would do the same thing. So they're probably using a library. They're probably using something that's, like, heavily tested. I mean, if here's the thing, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, the truth, like, he's a whale, right? He's a mega whale. Like, he's a omega manga whale, but that nigga ain't Japanese, right? So he ain't, like, right now, like, here's the thing, the dev team are Japanese, so I feel like they're more likely to, like, hear shit talk on Japanese Twitter. They're more likely to hear bullshit on, like, you know, Line or whatever the fuck Japanese people use. And, like, in general, when Japanese people complain in the game, like, that's when Dokkan gets shook. They're like, oh my god, the Japanese players are salty. So, like, the fact that the truth ain't Japanese, he's not going konnichiwa, or wait, what the fuck do Japanese people say? Okay, Google, how do you say hello in Japanese?
In Japanese, that's konnichiwa.
What the fuck? I thought that was fucking Chinese konnichiwa. Whatever. Alright, so the fact that he ain't saying konnichiwa and fucking sayonara, I think that's Japanese. Like, that's already, like, it's not on the radar. It's not even, like, anything to do, like, it's not like Dokkan is racist or, like, fuck America. It's just the fact that, like, they're not gonna see it. Like, they're fucking, you know, Japanese developers who use Japanese, you know, apps and shit. Like, they're not, like, what are they gonna fucking pay attention to global? Like, I don't even know how you see, if you live in America, how do you see Japanese YouTube? If you live in, you know, Japan, how do you see American quote-unquote YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do you even know about that? And I have a hard time believing that the American Bandai Namco team, like, tells the Japanese dev team, like, and even if they were telling, like, what the fuck are they gonna tell them? They're not gonna reveal their source code. They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, we use you know, here's our source code on GitHub, go look at it. They're not gonna tell you that. Let me see. I believe if you summon a lot, you get lower rates. My mother got them on the first multi, so watching truth below 7k stunts with 1 copy is weird. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, that's probability. I mean, let me think. So, technically, so let me see. So 7,000 stones is how much? 7,000 stones is how many multis? So 50 divided by 7,000. So 70 divided by 5. That's 12, 13, 14. So 1,400 multis, right? 1,400, right? Let me. Why I gotta think? I could just calculate this shit. 7,000 divided by 50 equals 140 multi summons. And then what were the rates? The rates for that shit is like what? Let me see. I don't know if they have it online. Dokkan rate for LR or some shit. What the fuck is the rate? 1.5 of 5%. So what the fuck is 1.5 of half of a 5%? So 0.0025? Right? Is that it? 0.0025? Is that what it is? I don't know why the fuck they couldn't just tell me. Which is point what? Oh, 1/12. Oh, okay. Fuck. So it's, oh shit. Okay. So if it's 1/12, so fuck. Okay. God damn. So let's see. 5 divided by 12. 0.41. So it's gonna be what? 0.041, right? I'm pretty sure. And then if I multiply that by 12, it should be, yeah, pretty much the same thing. So 0.0041 is the probability, right? That's shit probability, by the way. That's dog shit. So 0.041. So how do you do this for, would you use Bernoulli? What the fuck would you use? Let's see, Bernoulli calculator. Let's see, Bernoulli equation calculator. Pretty sure you can use Bernoulli for this. Oh, hell no, I ain't using you with that UI. Anytime you look at a UI and it looks too good, don't trust it. Let's see. I don't want to get too distracted, bro. It's gonna fuck up the local rankings, bro. Let's see. Bernoulli. Come on, bro. Let me just catch your bitch ass. There we go. Fuck, no, I don't want to use you. Planet calc. Number of Bernoulli trials. 140. Success probability 0.0. What was it? 0.0041. 0.0041. Calculate. Number of successes 53. Fuck. Wow, that actually is pretty low. Wow. Well, that's not guaranteed. Those 53 aren't guaranteed. That's just like, it's like shit. You should probably get 53. Fuck. Does it? So that really raises the question, does it follow normal distribution? Because it doesn't have to. So, like, the reason why I brought up normal distribution is that, let me see. So, let's see. So, this is a sum, right? I'm not fucking this up. Because when you do Bernoulli... Whoa, wait a second. Probability. Okay, so what's the highest probability? Dude, why are you giving... Like, this is such an ass calculator. Oh, okay, here we go. Probability... Oh, please tell me you do the sum, dude. Come on, man. You're not going to do the sum? Success probability. How do you do 1? Probability of just 1 is 30%. Huh. Let me see if there's a better calculator, because, like, technically with Bernoulli, you can add everything up. So let's see, what's it called? Bernoulli... What's it called? Continuous or some shit? Continuous calculator. Let's see. Ooh, this looks good. Probability of success in a single trial, 0.0041. Number of trials, 140. Number of successes, let's just say 1. Binomial, okay, calculate. Yeah, 30%. 30%, and then the cumulative probability is 56%. Damn, that's... It's pretty much what I know. Damn, dude. Shit. That's crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy. So, the thing is, though, you gotta understand, right? that's not even that. Like 30%, like you're not guaranteed. Like this 30%, it's pretty good. It's like a decent rate, but you're not guaranteed that. You could get the other 70%, and then the cumulative probability is basically saying like, the cumulative probability is saying, can you get more than one success? Like, you know, if you get like, you know, from 1 to 140, what's the probability of it? It's like closer to 56%. That is pretty suspect. I mean, damn. I mean, I wonder how they, the thing is though, here's the thing, right? If their rates were quote unquote rigged, it wouldn't be an accident. It would be something they did intentional. And the reason why I say that is that, you know, with certain probability software, like let me just do a quick Google search. Open source probability library Java. Object library. So maa.org. So I never used this before. The probability statistics object library. Okay. So as you can see here, again, the idea is to use normal distribution. Why? Okay. Alright. So the reason why I bring this up is because if you were to, like, let's just say if Dokkan's like, yeah, technically it's rigged, it's very hard to believe that either one of two things that they're doing, one is worse than the other. One is that they're doing their own probability metrics, meaning that they decide like, oh, okay, I think this will be normal distribution. Oh, I think this will work. And then they do that. I find that unlikely. I find that very unlikely because it takes more time. And they could just like buy, like this is open source. You could use this. Or they could buy software. They don't have to like write it themselves. And dude, think about it like this. Bandai Namco doesn't just make Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. They make Naruto Blazing. They make One Piece Treasure Cruise. They make fucking probably Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, whatever the fuck's out there that has gacha is what they make. So I'd imagine they use the same like algorithm. They just change the rate. So like for example, Legends, they probably like Legends rates are ass, but they probably use the same algorithm. You know what I mean? Like why would you go and change that, right? So that's one thing, is that they're either doing it by themselves, which is an L, they're probably not doing that. And then if it is quote-unquote rigged, where it's fabricated, or there are things where it says, oh, you know what, this person's a whale, they're going to spend 50,000 Dragon Stones any fucking way, so we better take advantage of them, then that's, I find that very unlikely, because I feel like they could catch a case for that, because it's not, you know, it's not explicit, they don't say that. And the reason why, honestly, not even like the morality of it, the reason why I think it's unlikely is because you would have to make custom software to do that. In order to accomplish that, you would have to take that, you know, MAA or whatever the fuck software you're using, and you would have to go and watch this nigga get his ultra. You would have to go and basically alter it, which is going to take more time, effort, and if they're going to do that, then they're going to have to define some criteria for this shit. And are they going to use it in all their games? You know what I mean? Like One Piece Treasure Cruise and everything else. Are they going to do that? I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I mean, it's possible. They could do that. But I don't think that they would do that. Truth seems to think, at least from the last vid, that Dokkan did something to his account since he had over 10k stones going in. I'd say that's not true unless he gets banned. Because I know years ago when they had the Dragonstone duping glitch, they technically did not, they technically like could never figure out exactly who did the duping glitch, because they don't monitor their data in that way. I don't know if they changed it now, but they just, at that time they didn't. And they basically flagged people who did, you know, that was when the original LR Broly dropped on Global too, right? So what they did is that they looked at the people who spent stones on that banner, they looked at the amount of stones they bought in their history, and so like anything that sets a red flag, if I look at your account and I see you spent 10,000 Dragon Stones, that sets a red flag, because it's like, you really spending all that money? Let me go check your history. Okay, they bought it, they're legitimate, whatever. But then for the people who duped, they're like, whoa, 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 you are not legitimate, you are getting banned, right? That's basically what they agreed upon theory was, for the most part. I think I'm gonna just let Krillin rock. I trust this nigga Krillin. This man will low key let me down. Let me go ahead and use the key. So, you know, for that, I think that was like a manual step. I don't know if there's like, you know, for example, technically in Dokkan, you can only have 999 Dragon Stones. That's the absolute max you can have. So I don't know if there's like some unforeseen glitch where they like have a use case where they would never ever think someone would get 999 and then that like fucked up his account. I find that very unlikely. Because I'm pretty sure they just, what they do is like in order to avoid, it wouldn't be an integer overflow, but in order to avoid the digits, like the UI from basically fucking up, they just stop you from purchasing it. They basically tell you like, hey, you know, just stop. You're not going to buy anymore. We're going to stop you. You know, spend some and then buy some more. I mean, honestly, if I was him and I spent 10,000 Dragon Stones and I only got one copy of the unit, this is what I do. First of all, I would have stopped. 4,000 stones in, I would have stopped. Like, I would have stopped. I would have stopped because I'd be like, this is cursed. Like, this is fuck. I felt like that. Like, I have felt where the game is like, it's not my account, it's the game and the time at which I'm doing it, where it just feels like fucked. Like, I can't prove it. I have no idea if it's legitimate, but I have a certain feeling where, like, there's been times where I've summoned, I just kept summoning, and, like, I just get multiple copies of, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Like, for some reason, I don't know why, that nigga just keeps popping up, and it's, like, sickening, and it's like, what the fuck, why is this guy popping up, da-da-da. Let's see, what should I do here? I think I'm gonna go and do that, and then I'll do that, and then we get the 6th key for the AoE in case everyone's alive, and we'll get rid of that. But yeah, there's been times where I've done summons, and I felt like it was a mega scheme, and I'm like, how the fuck is this shit happening to me? Where, like, literally, I'm getting a million fucking copies of, like, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, or multiple copies of Tank Golden Freezer, Tech Cell, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like it was, you know, fucked in the head, but, you know, it may not technically, it would not technically break the rules of normal distribution. I mean, there is being lucky, quote-unquote, and then there's being unlucky, quote-unquote. Still, though, 7,000 stones, 10,000 stones, shit, nigga. I'd be emailing Bandai Namco going, listen, I would be like, listen, I'd be on, like, you know how, like, back in the day on YouTube, like, no one had YouTube's email, but if you got, like, 1 million subscribers, they'd give you, like, a secret email. I'd be like, Bandai, listen, I'm putting money in your pocket. I'm pretty sure the truth, even on Japan, he's probably one of the bigger YouTubers. I don't want to say he's the biggest, because those Japanese niggas go hard for gacha games. But he's one of the bigger YouTubers. I'd be like, listen, bro, I'm a personality. You know, I'd be making videos and shit. Nigga, first of all, if I was the truth, I'd be asking them motherfuckers some Dragonstone discounts, bro. I don't care how many bands you got. It's gotta hurt spending $30, $40 on those fucking Dragonstones. But I'd be like, first of all, I'd be like, nigga, give me a discount. Second of all, how you gonna tell me I dropped 7,000 Dragonstones and I ain't get shit to show for it? You really gonna tell me that? You really gonna sit there and tell me that I did all that and I got that big of an L and that's quote-unquote normal distribution? That's quote-unquote working out? I mean, again, legally they listen, if they were nice, they'd be like, listen, we understand you took an L, what are you gonna do? But, you know, we can assure you that we're, you know, fair, we don't do this, do that. If they wanted to take it a step further, they could maybe say, oh, this is the open software we use, or this is the model we use, or give a little bit of a high-level explanation. Or they could more than likely ignore it, or just tell him to go fuck himself. It's like, shut the fuck up, no one cares. Because really, like that. When I say like them, I mean Akatsuki. They might see and be like, oh, you know, we don't want the community to think we're schemers. You know, here's some information. But Bandai Namco could give a fuck. They don't, dude. Corporations don't give a shit unless you sue them. That's like recently there was a court case against Cisco, and from 2018 until now, there was like, I don't know. It wasn't racist. I guess it was racism. I don't know. It was some. It was harassment at work. So, like, Cisco had Indian employees, and one Indian employee was from a different caste system than other Indian employee. So the other Indian employees would make fun of him and be like, oh, look at this nigga, he's from the fucking low class, scum of the earth. And they would treat him like shit. And he was like, and he told Cisco, he's like, dude, why would you reveal my caste system? Like, I don't want that to be public knowledge. Like, I'm gonna feel like shit. And Cisco's like, like they didn't give a fuck. Cisco told him to go fuck himself. Even after he was getting harassed, they again told him to go fuck himself. And then it was not only until he sued, and then they did that, and then Cisco's like, oh, this was an oversight. We stand against racism. We stand for what's fair. So, like, in general, corporations don't give a fuck. Like, they really do not care. So it's not like the truth is going to... Like, even if the truth said, like, look, I spent 50,000 Dragon Stones. What the fuck is this? Only way they would respond to that, if they did 50,000 and he didn't get it, that would be such a big thing, and people would be like, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't want to summon. I'd be like, nigga... 50,000, you ain't get the card. Why am I gonna try? So that's bad PR. So maybe like from bad PR, they'd be like, oh, you know, I mean, they're kind of getting bad PR right now because niggas looking at it like, damn, nigga, you telling me I need 10,000 stones to get this card? Then I'm not gonna summon. Why would I summon? That's why a lot of times I will wait for anniversaries and shit like that because better rates, you know, 3+1, shit like that. It makes the L a little less painful. So I really don't know. I mean, I don't know what the fuck their PR department does. I don't even know if they have a PR department, like at least in the United States or, you know, global, quote unquote. I don't know if they like, you know, tell the Akatsuki team or tell the Japanese branch. I have no idea, but this is relatively new. I mean, if this keeps going for like a week, and by this I mean like people complaining on Twitter and maybe tweeting at them, maybe they'd be like, oh, you know, we're sorry for the confusion, da da da. Please, we only want to do the best for our gamers. We love our gamers. Let's see, 9 plus 6 is 15. But yeah, I really don't know. If I was the truth, I'd be salty as fuck. Even if I didn't think it was rigged, I'd be saying it was rigged. And I'd be like, nigga, I want a motherfucking refund. Honestly, if I was him, I'd call my credit card company and go, hey yo, Capital One, hey yo, Citibank, I want a refund for this shit. But yeah, I'd be salty as fuck, dude. There's no way I would not be fucking salty. Yeah, that's facts, bro. This thing said your hunt for Tech Majin Vegeta was a Greek tragedy. Yeah, that was an L, bro. That was a mega L. Biggest problem I had was that I kept going for Majin Vegeta when God already told my dumbass I ain't getting him. So that's one of those things, bro. Low key, you want to complain about Bandai Namco, you want to complain about Katsuki, but did the truth say Our Father's prayer before he summoned? Did he say, Our Father, Lord in heaven, blessed be thy name, give us this day our daily LR? Because, you know, God has a lot to do with that shit, bro. It ain't all about luck. It's about the divine fucking intervention. Does Truth actually even buy stones legit, like from the App Store? With the absurd amounts he has, it seems kind of sus. Nah, I would say that it's true, because if I was scheming and buying it, quote unquote, illegally, it's not, I don't know if illegal, but it's like on some scheme shit, I wouldn't advertise it. Like, I'd shut the fuck up about it, because if you go back, remember when like those Dragonstone duping shit would happen? Like, these niggas would cover their stone count and shit, and they'd be like, and then the people would ask, like, why are you covering your stone count? It's because they had like 80,000 stones, or they had like, or not 80,000, because you can't have more than 999, but they had like, you know, thousands and thousands of stones, and it made people like ask in the comment section, like, whoa, where'd you get those stones? To which people replied, oh, I duped it. Oh, I paid some guy to dupe it. You know what I mean? It's whatever it is. So I highly doubt that he is doing anything that's, you know, like that. Because technically the way that works, from my understanding, the way people do that is that they have a process in which they, I guess they make alt accounts. I guess they make business accounts. I have no idea what they do. But the entire thing hinges on the fact that you ask Google for a refund. That's why they will sell you the stones at a discount, because they're basically going to turn around and say, hey, Google, I need a refund. Oh, shit, my bad. Shut up, Google. No, I don't know. Fuck. See, look at this shit, bro. This shit listening.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Shut up. Shut up, Google. But basically they say to Google, the corporation, yeah, I didn't get my item. I want a refund. Because Google will give you one free refund. Because there's been games I bought in the past that technically didn't offer a refund, but I thought it was shit, and I got like a refund from Google. Like, Google will bite the bullet to like have good customer satisfaction and like give you a refund. That's why that shit is kind of fucked up, because you're basically spitting in the face of like Google. Because like, I don't know if Google has gotten good enough to stop that exploitation. Because, for example, Amazon, if you return, you know, too much in a certain rate of time, they will restrict your returns for a period of time, or they will basically tell you, like, you can buy this from Amazon, but you're not going to return it. And like, stores do that too. Like, I have a family member who's literally mentally fucked in the head. Like he has a mental illness where he'll go to like Walmart, buy 10 things, use it for a month, and then go return it. And then eventually he gets banned from the Walmart. And then his scheme way of getting out of that is like, hey, you know, he'll come up to me and be like, hey, can you go return this for me at Walmart using my ID? Which is probably what these people who dupe, not dupe, but scheme Dragonstones, they probably do something similar, where they're basically saying that, you know, this is my account, I want a refund, they get the refunds, eventually their account gets banned, and then what ends up happening is that they do it again with a different account, they do it again with a different account, and then, you know, they make a business out of it, where they're like, hey, I'm scheming, how about you guys come scheme with me? So I don't think the truth does that, because if he did do that, he would probably be a suspect for that. And if I was doing that, I wouldn't advertise it. I mean, it's possible. Honestly, if he did do that, I respect him more, nigga. Like, fuck it. Like, who gives a shit? Scheme. Be a scheming piece of shit. Because think about it. That many... Dude, 9,909 drag... That's 10 grand, essentially. Like... That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. $10,000 on a mobile game? The truth never said thanks for his pulls. This is karma for being ungrateful to our god, man. That's facts. That's facts, nigga. You gotta suck Bandai's dick. You think this is all free? It was also because stealing accounts was a thing that... Yeah. Yeah, that's true. People, including myself, used to hide your, like, username and stuff. Because people could go and, like, start an email chain with Bandai and be like, hey, I lost my, you know, password. Here's my name. Can you help me out? And then they'd use your name and they'd, you know, lie and say, oh, okay, this is my account, can you help me out? And they'd scheme your account. But, yeah, but I think around the time of Dragonstone duping, no one did that anymore. I don't think, anyway. Because it got to the point where it became secure enough where no one did anymore. They were just like, whatever. And then for Dragonstone duping, they just wanted to hide it because they just were sick of the play. I don't think they were, like, you know, scared or anything. They probably did end up getting banned. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not 100% mistaken, I think that's what ended up draining the... Dude, I've never seen someone lose energy and then I don't know who they are or see a video from them, but I can feel the energy loss. If I'm not mistaken, and don't sue me for fucking libel or fucking slander, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Nichigo on his JP account, he was duping, I believe. And unfortunately for him, he duped a little bit, but I think most of it was legitimate. Like, he grinded the stones, he probably paid some money, and then he duped a little bit. And the way that duping works is you could do it one or two ways. You could buy an account that has dupe stones and then summon for shit. Or you could take my account, give it to someone else, they dupe like 1,000 stones, you pay him $50, and then that's it. He probably did that, and then his account got banned. I don't know if that's true, and I know people say that. Like, when I look at the comment section, that's what they say. Which sucks. I'd be drained, dude. I'd be mega drained if that happened to me. I mean, me personally, I never duped. I probably wanted to. I wouldn't want to dupe because I want the Dragonstones. I probably would want to dupe just to, like, see what it's like to dupe it. Like, from a programming perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although, from my understanding, it was not even that, like, technologically advanced. Like, it had nothing to do with OAuth. It had nothing to do with, like, API requests. It literally was just, like, going into the Ansible, the assembly language and changing some variables, and it basically made it so that you could, like, dupe your Dragonstone. So basically, you were sending a request to the server when you accept your gift, and instead of them sending you back, like, the 5 you're supposed to get, you end up getting, like, you know, for every 5 you get 1,000 or something crazy like that. But I think for the most part, I think that that's a thing of the past. I think their security got way better. That it's to the point now that I'd be very surprised to hear that, you know, someone schemed or someone fucked over Bandai. Because in general, you know, that's a big no-no. That's a big deal. Like, I'd be surprised if someone on the development team didn't get a talking to or get laid off from that, because that's a fucking big... Dude, anything that has to do with money, that is mission fucking critical, dude. And because there's a monetary value associated with those Dragonstones, that pretty much, you know, was loss of business. But, you know, in their defense, it wasn't server-side fault. It was the packet that was coming in. It was basically getting changed from the application. They basically just didn't... I don't know how they do it now. I don't know what their fix was. And what was so funny, that is literally the only time I've ever seen on JP and Global the glitch get fixed at the same time. Because they could do that you know, for timing and stuff, it makes sense to just do it later because, like, once you make a new version of software, you don't want to go back and, like, ham it in and like, update shit. It's annoying. But they did it for that. They did it for that shit. They go, whoa, 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 whoa. These niggas get free Dragon Stones? We can't wait 3 months for the JP version to get the global. No, no, no. We gonna fucking push this through ASAP, boy. So, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely think that's one of the more interesting things that's happened in terms of, like, glitches. But, yeah, I have, to answer the earlier question, I have no idea if there's quote-unquote rigged rates. I don't think so. My inclination is to say no. But I don't know enough about the laws. I don't know enough about gambling laws. I don't know enough about, you know, video game laws, like, in terms of, like, being transparent, because they're giving you these rates. They're saying, hey, you know, the rate for this is 10%, but if it doesn't follow normal distribution, then that 10% is skewed, and it's like 10% in this context, you know what I mean? It's not really 10% from the usual, like, when people talk about probability, they're usually talking about normal distribution, because that's the one that we use the most, that's the one that is the most, you know, when you have data, you try to get it in normal distribution state, that way you can use, you know, Bernoulli, you know, integrations from a calculus perspective. You want in that state. So I find it very hard to believe that they wouldn't do that, because that would be terrible PR for them. Especially on JP. Like, JP takes it way too seriously. Like, JP will fucking... Like, I remember on JP when allegedly they made that fuck up with Tech TUR SS3 Broly, where they're like, yeah, TUR Broly's in the banner. And they accidentally basically had it where, like, they showed, you know, TUR Broly as if, like, you got an awakened unit, basically. And that was like, dude, they were on fucking knocking at death's door after they did that, because they're like, dude, what the fuck? We got to figure out a way to say Shari. And they ended up giving, I think, a couple 100 Dragon Stones back. Or no. They refunded whatever Dragon Stones you used. So whatever Dragon Stones you ended up spending, you got the money back. Which I guess is fair. I mean, if I got schemed by that banner, I low-key would be happy as fuck. I'd be like, ooh, that's awesome. That's like, I think the only time that's ever happened on Global is one time early on in the game. I'm talking like the first 6 months of the game. There was a Ginyu Force banner, and the Ginyu Force banner said, you're guaranteed to get one of the Ginyu Force members, like one of the new SR Ginyu Force, like Int Ginyu, Firakum, Tech Goldo, da-da-da. So you're guaranteed to get at least one of them, but there was a glitch with that banner where you were not getting one of them. Like, you could do a multi and then you would not get that character, which is false advertising, which is a huge deal. I guess here I'm gonna go trust Krillin with this one. Oh shit, he's only gonna do one super attack. Oh shit, did I just play myself, Lord? I think I might have just played myself. Nope. Okay. Hindsight 2020. Krillin is stronger. The more people are on the field, and Krillin will not do his second attack. But yeah, so for that Ginyu banner, you could get an SSR, so that's the thing, like, some people did that banner, they spent, like, say, 200 Dragon Stones, they got an SSR, and then they got all those stones refunded because it was false advertising. They were saying that, oh, you know, you could get this Ginyu member guaranteed, and then you did it, and then you didn't get it. That's like if on Global right now, if they say guaranteed SSR for the banner, and then you did it, you didn't get an SSR, like, that's a big deal, that's false advertisement. But I don't know if you could do anything other than, like, complain on Twitter. I think in general, it's just whatever the game decides to do. Yeah, just like I said, he used all his luck. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like I don't think the game takes into account, like, your past banner success. You know, that's the thing with probability. Like, the whole idea is, like, no success or failure should, you know, affect the future success or failure. But at the same time, it's one of those things where if I spent 7,000 Dragon Stones and I saw, like, nothing come back, I would be I'd be crying, bro. I'd be like, dude, I spent all this money. First of all, I would like have to look in a mirror for a long time and be like, did I really just do that? Did I really just spend all that money? Let's see. Let's move that over there like that. Shit. Is that? That's crazy. There's too much key here to do an AoE. I guess let's focus LR Broly. He's the most dangerous. And then I guess get rid of Krillin because he is technically an AoE. And then I guess go back to LR Broly to take his bitch ass out, and then that should be alright. Yeah, I'd be salty as fuck, dude. That's fucking crazy. This thing says the truth smuggles stones across the border. I'd do that if you got dude. If I could physically steal dragon stones, I would do that. That'd be an easy deal, dude. That'd be fucking. I'd be all over there with the coyotes and fucking just stealing that shit. Let's see. This should be enough to kill this guy, hopefully, or at least stun him. Bleach. Whoa, 75,000. Oh my god. The only good thing about teams like this, like a lot of people will sweat the Chiaotzu, a lot of people sweat the Gay Power Ranger, but at the end of the day, they're weaker units, and like even if they were to super attack me, they're gonna do a couple thousand at most, so it's not even a threat. So you're basically giving opponents free, you know, look at that, 73 damage is nothing. So you're basically giving your opponents a free turn. So like, as much as that may help you where you stun people, that shit better be worth it. Because when it comes to me, guess what? No damage. Very, very easy turn. So let's see. I think I'm going to play like one more round of STA. Next time my STA runs out, I'm going to go to bed because it's already 4 a.m. It's 4 in the morning. Let me see. Who's the best defense here? Oh, Krillin. Nice. This thing got that D defense. So let's do that. I'm honestly interested to see if Krillin can tank this. I kind of want to use a Ghost Usher, but I'm interested to see how good Krillin's defense is, so why not? I mean, I'm sure there's no way this can go wrong, right? It's not like, you know, one of these guys could super attack or anything. Oh, okay, pretty good defense. Not bad. Not bad at all, not bad at all. I think in general, whenever you get super attacked in the fucking, World Tournament, it's usually when you don't want it, and right now I could care less. It's so early on, it's whatever. But once you're on your like 18th win of like a 20 streak or something like that, that's when the devil comes and whispers in your ear and goes, "Don't use that Ghost Usher. Don't use that damage reduction. Just get ribbity raped." Let's see. Let's go down to the right. That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful, bountiful, amazing. Let's see. What am I gonna do here? I guess we'll keep Turles. And Turles probably. We could do that just for the points. Then we'll do that. And then hold up. Let me get my HP up real quick. You like that heal, bitch? Get out of here. Bomba clap wardum. Did I miss the shaft? No, sir. I did not summon. Maybe I'll do a single summon, 1 or 2. I'm not going to do a multi, just because the anniversary's in 4 days. Like, I'm retarded, but even I'm not that retarded. I would rather, you know, wait a little bit. I guess I'll do, like, a DB Saga summon, and then, I don't know, a regular Dragonstone summon on the LR banner. I'll do 2, but waste 10 Dragonstones. Not bad, right? Good content, right? That's what you're here for. 2 single summons. That's pretty invigorating. I'm sure right now you're getting a fucking hard on. You can't even fight. I apologize. That's 10 whole Dragonstones. I know the truth had 10,000, but you divide that by 1,000, we in the same league, bro. We both motherfucking champions. All right, let's get LR Broly. And there we go. Good on ya. All right, let's see. 3. And boom. What's good? I'm good, brother. How you doing? Today is Friday. I guess, I don't know, I live on the East Coast, so, like, everything is closed by me. But for all you dudes out there, if you live in Texas, if you live in Florida, if you live in one of those states that don't give a fuck about the coronavirus, hey, man, God bless. According to the fucking, like, no logic, apparently you can just go out, you don't need a mask, you ain't gotta worry about shit. So this 4th of July, go out there, party, don't worry about the coronavirus, it don't exist. You know what's crazy? That Florida actually had 10,000 new cases 3 days in a row. Either 2 days in a row or 3 days in a row. That is insane, bro. 3 plus 2 is 5. I'm going to do that just in case. I don't think... Is Popovich and Yamu good in the World Tournament? I don't think so. I'm sure it's going to super me and I'll find out. Nah, not really. But yeah, things have been going pretty well. I mean, right now, I have off work, thankfully. I'm not crazy enough to stay up this late during a work day. and it's the 4th of July, so maybe this weekend break out the fucking Walmart grill, but that has enough room for 4 burgers, maybe barbecue some burgers. And I'm contemplating maybe reaching out to some friends to see if they want to hang out, have a barbecue or something. But definitely this Corona shit is depressing, bro. It's really hard, like, hanging out with people, because usually what we did in the past is, like, to hang out, meet up at the mall, you know, go to the store, maybe we go shopping, you know, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you buy some shit, you talk with your friends, or you go to a restaurant. That's how you socialize after 25. Like, you don't play basketball anymore, you don't play football anymore, you usually go out to dinner and talk, which isn't bad, that's fine. But that is kaput, that is done. So I'm really hoping that in general, things start to calm down and things start to open up. Let me see. You know, for a lot of reasons. I mean, one reason is that if it doesn't, the economy is going to go kaput, kablooey. But at the same time, the economy has been, holy shit, man. The economy has been fucking crazy lately. Like, the amount of bull presence that's out there is crazy. Like, people are really, 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 really anticipating a recovery that is ridiculous. Like, people are, dude, Zoom is like $260 at this point. Zoom is like a monster at this point. It's crazy how much people are investing. So when it comes to money, it's hard to tell, like, what the country, like, if the country didn't open up completely by, say, September, I don't know what that's going to mean, what that's going to look like. I know already, like, near me, like, tri-state area, New York City already said that they're not opening back up because Florida is, like, in Genjutsu, Alabama's in Genjutsu, Texas is in Genjutsu. And they know that if they open up, more tourists are going to come, and that's basically going to spread coronavirus. And it's, this year is fucking crazy, man. Like, this year's, like, that's like, if you listen to Lil Baby's, I was just listening to that shit, Lil Baby's fucking, The Bigger Picture. That shit's, dude, this is a god tier song. If you never listened to Lil Baby before, he had some pretty good songs, like Drip Too Hard, I think Wave is the Lil Baby, too. Dude, The Bigger Picture, god tier song, dude. Amazing fucking song. But, in the song, one part of the song is like, it's been one hell of a year. Like, every time I hear that, I vibe with it. Every time I hear that, I go, hell yeah, it's been one hell of a year. I'm fucking miserable right now. Let's see, let's get that 4. Let's get that 4. And then let's get that 1. But, yeah, I mean, I guess the year is getting better as opposed to worse. I don't know. I mean, I guess things are getting better. I feels like things are getting better. I mean, I've been home so much, it's ridiculous. Florida gonna have mad cases after the 4th. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, 4th of July, notoriously, people go out. So, in general, you know, for example, Memorial Day weekend, that was one thing, even by me, people are like, dude, Memorial Day weekend, people are gonna go out, people are gonna be socializing, and it's gonna probably make the cases go up. It didn't go up that much in my state, in my area. Not that much. Like the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, it ain't go up that much, but dude, fucking Florida. Dude, if I lived in Florida, I'd be salty, bro. And the thing is, like, in Florida, there was, like, so much salt. Like, there was hella people upset that they were making people wear masks. Like, they were, like, I don't know if they were actors, to be honest, because people will do that. They'll go out there for, like, you know, just to act and be stupid and silly. But, dude, like, it's long. Let me see if I can find the video I was watching. Oh, let me see. It was like 2 minutes. Yeah, this looks good. Let me see. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy how long that is. Let me see. Put this in this window over here. Put that like that.
Butch, and I'm an American patriot. See that flag? I would die for that flag. The Constitution that you are supposed to uphold, I would die for that.
This nigga's being extra. Let me see, move this in a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. There we go.
It is appalling that each and every one of you sitting up there as human beings, part of the human race, the
human
that
beings,
we have, would suggest to muffle people, to put masks on our face, to keep us from breathing oxygen, to get us to become sickly.
You preach pseudoscience.
Dude, that's a crazy thing, right? Like, all the people that are salty and all the people that are upset, Like, dude, they, like, legit, no bullshit. Like, they sound like all the Facebook moms. Like, thankfully, my mother has not gotten to this point of retardation. Like, I had to explain to her, like, what 4G was and 5G and, like, doesn't cause corona, and, like, really had to walk her through it. But so far, like, in my family and even my extended family, I have not heard anyone be like, oh, masks cause disease. Because people are, like, somehow, some way, they were saying, like, they were trying to say, like, oh, you know, if you have a fucking mask, that's going to make you sick. But, like, how? Like, explain how that's going to make you sick. Like, the most I could think of, if you really reaching, is that you're going to be away from people and your immune system is not going to be as strong because you're not next to people. And I don't know, dude. Like, that's if you're stretching. That's if you're like trying to do some like Mr. Elastoman shit. Like that's like a mega stretch, right? But I like a lot of this is political too. Like this super political. Like people love saying like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear a mask, I'm not gonna do that shit, da da da. And then they talk about how much they love Donald Trump, how they're gonna vote Trump back in, and it's like and look at that sign, you know your role, you don't own us. Like, dude, are you for real? Like that's crazy.
Care about preserving the liberty of the people who pay your salaries? Some of you are up there smirking and smiling at public comments to which you do not agree. I have the photos, and they're shameful.
I have the photos. She said, I have the receipt.
They want to throw God's wonderful breathing system out the door. You're all turning your backs on it. Can you prove that it's good for people to breathe carbon dioxide over and over and over again?
What about...
Wait, whoa. What? What? Breathe carbon dioxide over and over again? What did she talk? Oh, okay. Dude, are you guys... because you breathe out carbon... Dude, that's crazy. That's like... So, like, if I go under a blanket and breathe under a blanket, I'm gonna die from carbon dioxide poisoning? Dude, that's crazy.
PTSD from child abuse situations. I was left in a hot car. You want to cover my face? I'm going to hyperventilate. Because I remember being stuck in that hot car. What about people like me? We don't matter because of the greater good, right? I own a firearm.
Dude, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you have PTSD from being locked in a car? Like, it hasn't, like... So, like, when you put your shirt on, that moment before the shirt goes over your body, you're, like, hyperventilating. Like, oh, my God, I can't see anything right now. And then once the shirt is over, you're like, Gucci, like, what the fuck? It's so long.
It's business. Now, I think you might agree with me that it would be ludicrous for me to allow someone into my shop to purchase a firearm who's wearing a mask, whose face I cannot see.
We will...
You know what? Out of everyone that just said what they just said, that was like the most logical thing. Like the one like, you know, hey, I'm selling guns, I want to see their face, you know, I don't want to know there's a motherfucker robbing me. That's the funny thing too, because like when people said to wear masks, they're like wear masks or wear bandanas. They didn't know like what. This is a funny thing, dude. Like this is like some shit you would see in like a comedy film, but like it's too good to be true. Is that like white people didn't realize that if you wear certain colors in certain neighborhoods, like you're gonna get harassed. Like motherfucker, like dude, I remember when I was a kid, I was wearing a red bandana hat. Like it wasn't a bandana, but it was a hat that had the like red bandana logo and like you know that art and shit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can find it on Google. Red bandana. It's basically, you know, blood affiliated. So like it was like this, but it was on a hat and I bought it like at a flea market. I was like 12, dude. I was like 12 years old. I thought that shit looked fire. I was like, yo, I'm gonna look nice, nigga. My face is gonna be fire, right? So I was like super happy and shit. And I remember like, dude, the first day I wore it, like in the neighborhood, at least 3 different people came up to me. They're like, yo, you blooded, bro? You blooded? I'm like, no, dude, I just like the hat, man. I just like the hat. So, like, I realized, like, I can't wear that shit. And, like, the kids that were coming up to me, they're, like, all teenagers. Like, they weren't really, like, serious or anything. But the fact that it's drawing attention, that's like if you wear a MAGA hat. Like, if you walk around with a MAGA hat, like, that's the new, like, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, you gotta have balls or be stupid to wear that. But during this whole coronavirus thing, they were telling people wear bandanas, and black people and like people that live in shit neighborhoods were joking and being like, "Yo, dude, I cannot wear a blue bandana. I can't wear a red bandana." And then like things. There was like a case where like someone was like harassing someone for that, either jokingly or seriously. And then that's when like local news was like, "Hey, You know, if you can use a sock, use that. Like that's when they realize like you can't just wear any bandana in any neighborhood. Like you need to make sure you're wearing the proper colors. So that was hilarious because it's one of those things like diversity, where diversity matters, is because they're like if you don't know about that, you would never care about that. Like who cares? It's like whatever. It's a bandana. Why would you ever have an issue? And then you find out it's like, yo, bro. That's when you go in the wrong neighborhood and they go, yo, bro, you blooded, bro? You blooded? And you go, no, dude, I swear. You from Bompton? Nah, man, I swear. I'm Gucci, dude. Please don't harass me. Whatever you do, don't rob me. Let's see. Let's get that. Let me just get this. I actually want to watch this video. I'm pretty sure I already watched this video, but it's just so fucking good, dude. Makes me happy that I live in the state I live in, because even though my taxes are fucked, at least I don't gotta live with these people.
Get together and do a citizen's arrest on every single human being that goes against the freedom of choice. Okay? You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people.
You're not God, and since masks
What? That's the thing. She said knowing that mask is killing people. Like, I like how they're saying, like, you need to prove that a mask will not kill people, but then they're just saying, like, yeah, you're gonna die if you wear a mask. Like, where's your proof? Like, what the fuck? Oh shit, I almost died. Fuck, I need to pay attention.
Harmful. Where there is risk, there should be choice. You're removing our freedoms and stomping on our constitutional rights by these communist dictatorship orders or laws you want to mandate.
So you look at that, bro. Big government.
We know that mandatory masking works. We've seen it work in other communities. We know that it stops the spread of COVID. We are at a crisis point.
Nobody's mentioned death. I've lost a son to this disease. I lost a grandmother and a grandfather to this disease. And I have 3 people on respirators right now.
Dude, once this lady leaves this room, hikey, all the other boomers that were in the room are going to jump her and be like, how dare you? How dare you wear a mask and speak out against us, you piece of garbage? Dude, that's the funny thing. Like, Florida has so many old people. Like, I think Florida legit has the most amount of old people. So the fact that you have coronavirus spreading in Florida, which is like boomer Valhalla, that's where, like, boomers go to retire, right? That's where, like, you work in New York, you work in California, you work in Chicago, you make your money. Then you do the next phase of your white fucking life. You go to Florida, you sit on the beach, you scream at the Cubans, you're like, what happened to America? You know what I mean? That's the whole point of going to Florida. So the fact that so many people are against this, and the fact that there's so many old people there, that's a recipe for disaster, bro. That's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know how anyone can, like, condone that.
It's real.
Thank you, ma'am, for your comments today.
Thank you, man, for your comments today. That's the only one they took seriously. They're like, this is the only motherfucker I'll listen to. Everyone else is shot. Oh my god, dude, that's what? Oh, this is a bonus team. I was about to say, why is there free-to-play Goku here? But yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. That's the thing. Like, everything is so political. It's crazy political. Like, I don't even know how you take a disease and make it political, because really, it doesn't. There's no politics involved when it comes to you getting it. Like, I feel like a good, what was it, maybe from April, May, I think the country in general was pretty united. But then I'd say June, July, when people were saying, how long should we be closed? When should we reopen? What should reopen? Can we reopen some? Close some? And the economy is a big thing, dude, because Donald Trump already put his foot on the neck of the Federal Reserve. He already said to J. Edgar Powell, like, he legit told him, he said he better start doing his job. This is before they slashed the rates twice in 2 months, right? They slashed the rates one time to 1.5%, and then they slashed the rates again to 0.6 or 0.4, maybe even 0. I don't remember the second one. But they slashed the rates twice, which is actually really bad, because when they slashed the rates the second time, people started pulling even more money out, because basically when you keep slashing the rates over and over again, it almost looks like you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, just make the rates lower and hope it works. So I'm happy that they didn't continue, like, you know, they didn't make negative rates, right? But, you know, Donald Trump has always, you know, basically rested his success on the stock market. Like, he's very pro-business, very corporate, you know what I mean? Like, he's the perfect candidate for, you know, doing that, you know, that Republican angle of, you know, you vote for me, you're going to get money. You vote for me, you're going to still get your tax breaks. Everything's going to be great. You vote for other guy, it may not be guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. I think I'm actually going to use it for And then maybe go like that. Might actually use a Ghost Usher, honestly, because I don't really want to deal with dying. Ghost Usher. But, yeah, so Donald Trump's success is very strongly tied to the economy doing good. And the economy is not doing good. Right now, the stock market's doing good. Those two things are not the same. The job report is getting better. The stimulus did help. But, dude, the stock market, shit is hitting all-time highs when it really shouldn't be hitting all-time highs. Like, you're telling me that now, after all this virus, people are now flocking to Boeing and they're flocking to American Airlines. And they're starting to realize this, because if you notice, last week or a week and a half ago, Boeing, American Airlines, United Airlines, their stocks were going through the roof. Same thing with banks. Their stocks were going through the roof because everyone was trying to call the bottom. Like, when a market drop happens, people want to be there, you know, going up. And unfortunately, they came in way too early because there ain't... unless you're buying stock, there's no real recovery happening right now. Like you're taking it out. Like, right now, the best thing I did is I sold my stuff early June because everything would have depreciated by now. And I bought, in the past, stock at an all-time low. Like, it was ridiculous. I'm so happy I bought the stock when I did. I was not expecting it to recover the way it recovered. That stimulus, the interest rate, and you have to take into consideration right now, what's happening right now, is that the Federal Reserve is nationalizing and buying a lot of shit. They literally bought billions of dollars worth of companies and, you know, bailed out, you know, the stimulus bailed out things, right? But the Federal Reserve did buy things. They are propping up certain things. So people are looking at that from a market perspective, and they're seeing that. But, and to be honest, I do have to agree that this economic collapse is not the same as 2008 because there are jobs, there are things, it's just you can't do it. Like, you know, not that many people can go to the same office, not that many people can, you know, do face-to-face business, stuff like that. So the jobs are there, the economy is there. The problem is that we're basically at a point in time where you just can't go outside, you can't do certain things. It's one of those weird things where it's a period of time in history where the jobs are there, people want to work, but they really can't, right? And the reason why I mention this is because if you look at the stock market, it is like in 2008, 2009, the stock market died, went down, and then it was very like, you know, kind of status quo where it kind of like sat there and slumped. And it took a while to rebuild the economy and to rebuild the stock market. But people are very, 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 very excited to invest in stocks. And they want to be part of the liftoff. They want to be part of the recovery. And they have money. They do have the liquidity. I mean, people made jokes about the stimulus check saying that people use like $300 on food and shit. And then the other $900 went to stocks. Which maybe, that might be the case because I never saw... Dude, Hertz, the rental car company, they literally went up... They went up like a record amount after they declared bankruptcy. So they declared bankruptcy, Chapter 11. They're like, all right, we can't pay our bills, we gotta go. And then they started mooning. They started like going through the moon. They're like, oh my god, we're making bigger money. So let's see. Broly's half HP. I think we can weather the storm here. Yeah, in general, the economy has not been raped to the point it was in 2008, but it's not recovered to the point where people are like, you know, calling the bottom, quote unquote, and being like, oh yeah, just buy stocks now, it'll only go up, it's not going to crash. Me personally, I already made a small hedge. Most of the stuff I have, 2/3 of it I put to cash, 1/3 I left in the market, and then a good like maybe 15% of the cash I took out, I used it to hedge my position with puts. Again, the whole reason I made a Robinhood account, it's mostly for learning experience. And I'll be honest, I definitely did learn a lot this year, more than I would have liked to. But, it's one of those things, dude. I mean, I wanted to learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to learn and ended up learning. What are you going to do? Let's do that, right? And then... that's not enough, right? Fuck it, let's use a further tree of might. I don't care. I got resources to bear. I don't mind at all. And, alright, so that should be good. Let me see. That's hilarious. Apparently there was a protest in Florida about masks. They were chanting my body. Yeah. I think that was in the video I played earlier where they were like, you know, you can't legislate against this. You know, we have the right to do this. And it's like, Like, okay, yeah, you do, but you're gonna hurt other people. I watched the money GPS to highlight stocks, QE effects. No, not touching stocks. I watched the money GPS to highlight stocks as QE effects, not touching stocks. That sounds familiar. The money GPS. Man, that sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Let me see. The money GPS. Is that a YouTube channel? Yeah, that is a YouTube channel. Is this that dude that looks like Jack's films? Kinda. He kinda looks like him. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's good to watch. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me watch one of his videos. Got Solutions. What's one of his most popular videos? Probably talking about the Fed, right? People are banning these 5 states in record number. Oh, okay, so this is kind of like a business channel. The Money GPS. You came here for the truth. I'll probably check this out afterward. Yeah, in general, me personally, I try my best to form my own opinion. I mean, it's definitely good to watch other people, but like people who watch Jim Cramer and then go, yeah, Jim Cramer, I'm gonna take his advice. I'm gonna buy Zoom at $250. Like, that's a good idea, right? And then people who just watch like there's certain like personalities online. Like there's an investment guy who's like super bearish right now. He's like, the economy can't come back. The economy is shit. You shouldn't be investing right now. Da da da. Like, he was super salty that a bunch of people were investing into the market. And it's like, dude, there are opportunities. Like the market in general is going down, but there are some serious opportunities in technology. Technology is literally what is saving the stock market right now. The Nasdaq is being saved by DocuSign. The S&P 500 is being saved by Tesla. Microsoft and Apple are saving the Dow. Like, it's literally technology. It's getting close to being overvalued. But the fact of the matter is, more people are using Amazon. More people are using Microsoft Teams. More people are using Zoom in record numbers. So the market cap is there. The numbers are there. And even with Slack, like they expanded their business a lot. So there is money to be made. There is, like, you know, different money movements. But it is definitely, you know, different. And you definitely got to pay attention. Like, one of my friends decided to invest very heavily in Boeing. And Boeing is me personally, I think it's a shit company. I hate that company. I don't know why people are so happy about it. Literally, the only reason you're investing in Boeing is for the name and the name alone. The business contracts they have, the defense contracts they have, the relationship they have with investors. That is all you got going for Boeing. Boeing literally failed. Dude, Boeing literally, what was it, last year, where they had 2 planes fall down, hundreds of people get hurt or die, one or the other. And they basically took all this time to test their stuff again. They took all this time to figure out what was wrong. And what was hilarious is that during the FAA testing, I don't know if it was recently or a year ago, but it came out publicly that Boeing made a bunch of changes to their, you know, flight. I think it's their software. They made a bunch of changes and they never told the FAA. So then the FAA got it and they're like, hey, you know, we were expecting this, and this to test, and we're getting this. Like, this doesn't help us test. And Boeing's like, yeah, my bad, dude. What are you going to do? I'm retarded. What are you going to do? I don't know. And the same thing with Boeing CEO. Like, Boeing CEO recently, this was like maybe a month and a half ago, he said to investors, point blank, Boeing is in good shape. Boeing has never been stronger. Boeing is doing what it needs to do to recover. Blah, 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 blah. And then 1 or 2 days later, Boeing filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And it's like, dude, how are you going to flex about your company and then declare bankruptcy? Like, at least, like, you don't have to do insider trading and go, hey, guys, just so you know, Boeing's going bankrupt. But at least be honest and be like, dude, we're a shit company. Don't invest in us. But I think in general, the market is fucked. It's like all over the place. Things are getting either oversold. Things are either going to get overbought. But it's just, fuck. It's just really, it's a really good time to invest as well as a really bad time to invest. Because even for me, like, I'm personally, I don't feel like the market should be going up. It is going up. I do have investments that are going up. For me, my 2 biggest investments right now, I think, are Nokia, Smith & Wesson, and I think maybe Plug Energy, maybe. And all those investments have been very conservative. I have not put more than like 10% of my portfolio into it just because, you know, like, I don't think the market should be going up. There's no earnings coming out. There's no good news coming out. Like, why would I invest, right? But Smith & Wesson up 500 fucking percent. No exaggeration. I think what I have remaining is up 300% at this point in time. Plug over the past 2 weeks, just off of dumb news, it went up like, I think 150%, which I'm like, why didn't I invest more? But that's the thing, like, I'm not investing because other people are investing. I'm investing in the business, right? Which is hard to do because right now, no gas, no chat, no bullshit. People are heavily investing just because they think other people are going to invest, just because they think other people are going to reintroduce into the market, more people are going to pay money, and it's just like ridiculous how much speculation is going on. And like, dude, the funny thing is that in February, speculation is what killed the market. Speculation is what ended up, screwing everything up and having everything be super bad. So like, I don't understand why now they're like, yeah, we need to speculate even more. That's like even better. Let me see. I look, you should have used maybe a Ghost Usher. Dude, this team is tanky. Or maybe not. If I have another AoE, I should be okay. Let's see. Damn, the AGLs. Oof, the AGL's taking a lot to kill. Let's see. If I get a crit, that'd be great. Nope, no crit. Alright, let's see. So this is... Ooh, we are really putting in work with this right here. Let's see. Alright, very good, very good. Nice, critical. Beautiful. Beautiful. As you can see, when you have LR Goku as a leader, you don't really give a lot of power to Broly, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, what are you going to do, dude? I like that high team cost. And let me take a look at what my STA is, because I'm probably going to call it quits here. It's pretty late, 4:30 in the morning, goddamn. Have you considered Forex trading? Forex trading, that's currencies, right? Not really, man. That's like day trading stuff. For me, I mean, for certain things it might make sense. Like, for example, back in March, you might want to say that the dollar is going to go up because everything else is getting raped and the dollar is stable. And that, if that's the case, then yeah, maybe it makes sense. But, where it's this thing where I need to pay attention to the global economy, I need to day trade, I need to make moves, I need to do this, I do that. I don't like day trading. That's why I try not to get in pump and dump companies. I try to stay away from scheme companies. It's usually things I like to stay in for at least minimum of 4 months. I'm usually a quarter in a month type of guy. If I buy stocks, I'm not selling it because I believe in the company. So far, I've only bought stocks in Nokia, Elasticsearch. I wanted to buy in Slack, but I just couldn't get in at a good price range. But yeah, in general, I'm very, ooh, some nice Dragon Sons. In general, I'm very, conservative in what I do. Now, in February, I was very bullish. Like, February, it felt really good investing your money, because literally within a week, it went up 100%. It was ridiculous, dude. It was amazing. I already have this Gotenks, 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 I already have that Gohan, I already have that Gohan. Should I just should I do this? I never got this Gohan. At least I don't think I did. This guy gets an awakening where he actually becomes pretty good, right? I might actually go... What? Mighty Mouse? I forgot he existed. This Vegeta Loki a banger, bro. He's pretty good. Yeah, I think I might actually go for the World Tournament summon, maybe? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a DB summon, one from here, and then I'll go back and I'll do another single summon on the LR banner. Matter of fact, let me do a single summon right here, right now. Get the bad luck out of the way. You already know. Cursed game, cursed game. So we got Trunks and Chaozu. And that's an L summon animation. There's no way anything good come out of this, man. This is an L.5 right here. Alright, our Raditz, though. That Loki might be a sign. I'll do one more single, then I'll go down to the DB and the SSR summon. So let's see. Gohan and Chaozu. If it was Chaozu and Tien or Gohan and Piccolo, I'd be happy, but this ain't looking too good in my opinion. In my opinion. So we got Nappa. Alright, so we got Raditz, Nappa. So when we come back to this, we'll get the LR. It's guaranteed at this point. So let's see. We'll do one of each. So I'll do one of you. We'll see what's happening. How come you won't tell me what's happening? Come on, bro. No animation? Disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful. But, yeah, I think in general, it's a decent time to invest. Definitely don't invest anything you can't afford. My friend actually lost his mind. He ended up taking a loan out because his dumbass thought Boeing was going to keep going up, which is hilarious because I told him 4 times, do not take out a loan to invest money. There's no reason to do that. He's like, dude, interest rates are so low. I can get a loan super easy. I can make more money. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, this is not guaranteed, bro. Like, why are you taking a loan out? Ooh, yo, this TN low-key a banger. Alright, here we go. Here come the luck. That's what I'm talking about. TN gang gang. I'll do one more because I don't like leaving on a W. I like leaving on an L. You all know me. Personally, got tired of Dokkan Battle again. Maybe I'll come back eventually. Just playing Epic 7 in last class. Oh yeah, that's right. Epic 7 is Epic 7? I think isn't that the game that Kabuki is like super heavy on now? I'm not sure. I haven't watched YouTube that much. I have not. I know I watched his what was it? Fuck, what's it called? Something Grand, something Grievous, Graveyard, something. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the game. But yeah, I mean, I can understand you getting sick of Dokkan. Honestly, for me, you know, I'm pretty busy, so it's kind of perfect for me because I don't even grind Dokkan that heavy. I mean, I grind it heavy, but like I already have an established account. I already have shit set up, so it's not that hard. And whereas for like Pokemon, that is like a bitch, man. Like fucking Entei came out, and I had my asshole ripped open, and same thing with Naruto. And Naruto's just depressing. I don't even bother with that. All right, so I never had this Goku before, so that's low-key a W. Low-key a W, low-key a W. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. But yeah, I could understand getting sick of Dokkan. It's a fun game, but at the end of the day, it is a mobile game. If you know, if Red Dead Redemption 2 came out and the multiplayer wasn't shit, I'd probably be playing that right now. But you know, you can't have everything you want. You can't have everything you want, John. This is Ant Gohan, right? Ant Gohan, okay. That actually ain't that bad. That Ant Gohan did get an awakening. He ain't terrible, so I ain't mad at you. I respect you, brother. Alright, so remember, we got Raditz. We got Nappa. So this is going to be the LR right here. Because that's a natural progression, really, in my opinion. Because, you know, what else would it be? That's a natural progression. Release! Alright, let's see. Come on, bro. Let's see this magic happen. This magic moment that I need to get something good on a single. Another Nappa? Come on, bro. Let me try this one more time. Because right now I spent 5, 10, 15, about to be 20. Could have done a multi, maybe. Could have done a multi, maybe, possibly. Let's see. For me, I'm trying to see like a nice animation. I'm trying to see, you know, that Vegeta fly out. For me, it's not really the card as much as the animation. That's really what gets. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. That guy got me that guy got me tight. That retarded Goku, his face where he looks Mong. Yeah, y'all know me. So let's see, Android 17, MVP 17. That ain't bad, that ain't bad. Super Saiyan, alright. Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. And let's see what this ends up being. Oh, Android 17. Alright, I know I said that's the last one, but I can't stop. There's something wrong with me. I'm gonna just end up quitting the app. Come on. Alright. So this is Yamcha, Goten, Vegeta. Alright, okay, Vegeta showed up, but I don't know if that means anything. Damn, a lot of Super Saiyan 2s. Alright, I think I'm gonna quit it here, because a lot of blue balls going on. Yeah, a lot of blue balls. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cut my losses. I think I spent like 30 stones. Cut my losses. Ended up getting an SSR from the Dragon Ball banner. Didn't get one from the LR banner, but no skin off my nose. I think I will save my Dragon Stones for the 5th year anniversary. Hopefully by then maybe I can get 500. Maybe steal some money, buy some Dragon Stones. You know, just try to do what you can with the struggle. Do what you can with your resources. But yeah, in general, looks like life is shaping up. Coronavirus is still fucking everyone. Police brutality still exists. Actually, I was watching the Andrew Cuomo press conference recently. I was surprised how like stern and strict he was about the NYPD getting reformed. I think what he said made sense. I think what he said was like actually you know, good advice. He was basically telling protesters, listen, sit down with your community, sit down with the local police department and see what you want to change, see what you want to legislate, and see what you want to, you know, basically come out with. Which was actually pretty nice to see. And he wasn't really pussyfooting around. He wasn't like, oh, you know, police, I love them, they're great, da-da-da. He was like, you know what, the police are good, but at the same time, I do understand that people don't feel safe around them. They may feel a certain type of way, and that there needs to be a discussion, which was pretty nice. I was surprised. Usually elected officials are just, they just say whatever you want to hear, and by you I mean the popular vote and the popular body. But let's see. I guess I'll do one more summon just to, for me, again, it has nothing to do with the card. I'm trying to see these flyouts, Mom. I'm trying to see this Vegeta flyout. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, my boy Vegeta to come through. Vegeta, come through. But, yeah, I guess life is getting better. Hopefully things end up going up. Stocks go up, money goes up. My time goes up, and we got nowhere to go but up. Just like that Alien episode, there's nowhere to go but up. But it is late. It's 4:30 in the morning. If you're up right now, go to sleep. And remember, at the end of the day, no matter what they say, the truth spent 10,000 stones and got one copy of LR. So really, why am I even... Hold up. Hold up. That nigga spent 10,000 stones and didn't even get the card, so why am I even saving my stones? Might as well do another single summon, right? Look at that. Krillin in 18. You telling me that Krillin in 18... Krillin dicks down 18, right? He gives it that good dick. He in LR now, right? He in LR and 18 and his girl. You telling me this ain't lucky? Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro. You got Krillin in 18? Ah, shit. Fuck, it's cursed. It's cursed. Back out. Back out, GG. Ooh, okay. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? There we go, there we go. And I can actually get this guy to SA10. See, there you go. There's a lesson. Never give up. Attack and defense plus 100%. Key plus 1 plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when facing only one enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This nigga is that good. Attack and defense plus 200%? Key plus 2 stuns the attacked enemy and reduces damage received by 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. So this guy is god tier for Super Battle Road. Plus an additional attack plus 50% and high chance of performing critical hit when there's a Goku's family or Namekian's category enemy. Dude, this guy's a fucking god. I love this guy. And I'm going to do one more single summon. This is going to be the last one just because, like I said, I like leaving on an L. Why get a W and walk away when you could just take an L? So Piccolo, my best friend, he comes out. That's good to see. But yeah, that was actually worth it. That Raditz is actually pretty good, so I'm not mad about that. I think in general, he's going to be good for Super Battle Road because he does have the attack reduction. He does have the attack and defense plus 200% when there's only one guy. That's actually really fucking good, dude. But yeah, there you go. As you saw, never give up. Why would I save my stones? The truth spent 10,000, got nothing. What's the point of saving anything? Matter of fact, you could think of that as life. Why save your money? Just put it all in the stock market. So that's it. It is really late. I gotta go to bed. God bless. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the truth. It's bad luck.